my god, guys, Christmas is so great. Like, I had such a great time. And the New Year as well, like, I went to a party, like...
Prem, what are you doing?
Hey, Shadow, I was just telling the people about, like, Christmas and the New Year, like, asking them how they feel.
Nobody gives a fuck about the holidays. It's my year now.
Come on, Shadow, be patient. We'll get to the 2024 stuff in a second.
Don't make me pull my gun out, Prem.
Okay, I'm sorry. The year of Shadow has begun. It is 2024, okay? We are entering futuristic years. Years that don't even sound real. How the fuck we in 2024? Okay, how the fuck are we in 2024? Okay, AI is taking over the world, robots are coming to take our jobs, and we still have no Unleashed on Steam. But what we do have is the year of Shadow, and we're gonna break down this year and why the fuck is gonna be an important year for our Lord and Savior, the Shadow the Hedgehog. So we're gonna get to all this right now. But if you subscribe to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe, okay? So you're probably wondering how come I didn't make a 2023 roundup video recapping everything that happened and my thoughts on the year. Well, I couldn't be bothered. Plus, I had already reviewed a lot of the things individually anyway, but I'll give you a quick recap, okay? It definitely wasn't better than 2022. I mean, 2022 gave us Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Origins, which wasn't the greatest, but I mean, it was the classics again, right? Sonic Movie 2, and of course, Sonic Prime. 2023 gave us Frontiers updates, which, I mean, updates don't beat the game, right? So I can't put that over 2022. It gave us Superstars, which was worse than Origins. It gave us more Prime, which I guess that balances itself out, although the best episode of Sonic Prime is still the pilot, in my opinion. It gave us Colors Ultimate on Steam, which they should have done that when it first released, but okay. It gave us Murder Sonic the Hedgehog, which I don't see how we're even including that as a thing. It was an April Fool's game. I mean, the special stages were fun, but come on, let's be real. And it gave us Sonic Dream Team, which was actually a surprising highlight, because for a mobile game, that was pretty up there. Obviously, the best thing was the Frontiers updates, most likely followed by Dream Team, most likely followed by Sonic Prime. I mean, let's be real. After the first two, it kind of just goes downhill, let's be real. But that's enough for the recap, because we got a bunch of 2024 shit, and we got to break down what we should be expecting to see, and my thoughts on those things. So let's get started with, like, Sonic Prime is dropping in a matter of days, right? I believe it's 11th of January. They already dropped the first episode of season 3 on YouTube, and to be honest, I haven't seen that shit yet, but you know, I'll eventually see it. So I can't really say much about that. Hopefully this will be better than season 2. But on the topic of TV shows, where the fuck is the Knuckles TV show at? Like, they haven't said shit. It was supposed to come out last year. They didn't announce a delay. They just kind of subtly were like, winter, fall area. We haven't heard shit, okay? I don't know what's going on. Maybe they decided to rework it after that Wade synopsis leaked and everyone realized that, well, the show's gonna be about Wade. No one wants that. And now they're going, oh shit, we have to rework. I don't know, okay? But we need some info on that. I mean, I know it's the year Shadow, but Knuckles, he needs his show, okay? It's been too long. Now, here's another thing that's not guaranteed to happen, but is in the prediction cards right now for me, and it's a potential multi-plat release of Sonic Dream Team. Now, I don't know if it's gonna happen. It might stay on Apple Arcade forever, okay? But I have to mention it because in the press release document, this is an official document, they said we were getting a mobile game this spring, right? So it could be the multi-plat Sonic Dream Team that they were talking about. And the reason why we got it early in 2023 is because that was the Apple Arcade early exclusivity. Now, again, could be wrong, could be stuck in Apple Arcade, but I thought I should mention it because we should be expecting some kind of Sonic mobile game in the spring. But there was another document that confirmed, again, this was official documents, confirmed that multiple mobile Sonic games were in development. So even if it's not Dream Team, we should be expecting another Sonic mobile game this year regardless. And I guess it makes sense, right? They made Dream Team for Apple Arcade. They're probably thinking, well, we have to have something for everyone else, right? We can't just have that on Apple Arcade, have no other game, right? Hopefully it's another game like Dream Team, like another platformer type game, another big kind of game. I don't know. Maybe this will be the Frontiers mobile version that we were kind of getting leaks of like years ago. Like maybe it's that, like the Genshin Impact type. This is the big budget, like high graphic game that can't run on older phones. You better upgrade your shit. I don't know. If it is, I'm looking forward to it, right? Because if we get like a iOS and Android style game that basically like Frontiers on the go, and it's made by a different team, and maybe they actually improve certain elements of Frontiers even though the graphics will be worse, I'll be looking forward to it. If they find a way to keep it like replayable as well. For those of you who play games like Genshin Impact, let me know like how they keep the games replayable. Like, I don't think it's like Dream Team where you beat the levels and you're done. I'm guessing they do things that keep you coming back to the game. So what kind of things do you think they'd be adding to the game? Or maybe the mobile game is something entirely different, right? Let's put on the speculation hat, okay? What if they went the Mario Kart Tour routes, right? They made like Sonic Riders Mobile or some shit like that. I'm just saying, like, this might be the comeback for Riders, and you do the shit on your phone, and then they add in new tracks and shit, and probably some premium roulette bullshit to keep you paying money. But I mean, there'll be content at least, right? I mean, Mario Kart Tour was hella money grab. It was horrible, okay? But the premise of having an on-the-go Mario Kart was fun, and I think mobile riders, just to tease the waters, see if there's interest there, that could be interesting too. And eventually we get like a proper riders game. I don't know. Like I'm dreaming a little bit, okay? But I have to bring it up because they said multiple mobile games in development, right? Multiple means we could get one that's like a standard platform. It means we could get one that's like a Frontiers type game. It means we could get one that's like a spin-off game. Like, there's so many possibilities. The possibilities are never ending. Obligatory statement I have to say, of course, right? Now there's another topic we have to talk about, and that's of course Sega trying to make more money off of mid, right? Every time there's a classic Sonic game, they always have to 1 year later sell it to you again, right? We got Sonic Mania Plus, Sonic Origins Plus, and of course last year we got Sonic, I can't believe that was last year. Last year we got Sonic Superstars, so naturally they're gonna try and make a few little updates, throw in another character, and call it Sonic Superstars Plus. Charge you more money for it, right? If it's like $5, then fine, whatever, I'll get it, I guess. Even though I tried to return the original game, but I guess at that point, you know, sunk cost fallacy, right? But I don't know what they would add for me to really be excited, right? Unless they go the Shadow and Silver route, which they're not going to do because the canon is precious when they feel like it, which is when it's time to put modern characters in classic games. That's when it's precious. Of course, every other time it's not precious, but I mean, they did look through the files and see some form of Shadow in Sonic Superstars, but they're saying it could be Sonic in a Shadow costume instead of actually Shadow, because that makes so much sense, right? That doesn't break the canon. Anyway, I don't know what they would add. More levels? No. Who cares, right? Better online? No one's online there anyway. Like, what are you gonna do? Okay, I don't know what you would add to the game. It has to be characters, right? It has to be characters. Maybe they actually polish up Trip mode, especially Super Trip. She was broken as fuck. I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but they'll find something, because it's an excuse to charge more money, an excuse to make a physical version of the game. Didn't they already have a physical version? Another physical version. They know people are gonna double dip, right? It's like GTA. Everyone's gonna double dip when it comes to PC, and with Sonic Superstars, well, it's not exactly like GTA. Not everyone's gonna double dip, but people will double dip, right? Like Pokemon, right? Everyone's double dipping. Like, okay, not everyone, but people are double dipping, and they want some of that dip. Now, of course, we've got the Sonic Movie 3 coming out in December 2024, right? Assuming it doesn't get delayed to 2025, which who knows, right? At this point, but it's gonna be the movie that highly focuses on Shadow, right? Which means we're gonna have to have that Sonic and Shadow game to go alongside it, right? I don't want to talk too much about the movie because I already made a video talking about what we should expect for Sonic Movie 3. I'm not saying everything in there is gonna come true, but those are predictions I made, and I'm still looking forward to see who they cast for Shadow. I mean, if they really were about this life, they would just cast Jason Griffith and call it a day, right? But they're gonna go and get some celebrity or whatever, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a trailer for that movie around E3 period. Rest in peace, E3. Jeff Keighley murdered that shit. But of course, the build up to the movie means we should be getting that Sonic and Shadow game. Now, the Sonic and Shadow game is not confirmed. It was a leak from Zippo. Before you Zippo haters start going, oh shit, like Zippo's gone, like we don't have to listen to him anymore. Psych, he's back, motherfucker. And he's here to set the record straight. He said the Nintendo ninjas and the Sega Shinobis didn't take his ass down. He said it was some dude who was fucking with him, okay? And he's back, so his Sonic and Shadow leaks are still up. You can go and check them out. I know you guys be hating on Zippo, but seriously, like, obviously not everything was accurate, but at the end of the day, certain things were coming true, okay? I'm not gonna give him all the credit, but in the words of French Montana, they got amnesia. Like, what's going on? Like, but again, you can watch my full video on the Sonic and Shadow game if you want to see my full thoughts on that. But it's basically a traditional style Sonic platformer, which I don't know if that means boost or adventure, probably boost at this point, but it's gonna feature Sonic and Shadow in some significant way, probably to mirror the movie. And I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that, assuming they don't butcher it, of course. And that's most likely to be the main highlight of 2024 if they don't fuck it up. Well, I mean, technically, from a like money and popularity standpoint, it's gonna be the movie. But for me personally, the game is gonna be the highlight, assuming they don't fuck it up. Although the movie is probably more likely to be good, because I mean, it's not Sonic Team, right? Let's be real. But of course, there's another thing that could be a highlight, right, that we're not talking about: the potential for a re-release, right? We haven't heard anything suggesting we're getting a re-release this year. We know they've been working on re-releases because they said they wanted to do more Sega re-releases in general, ports, things like that. I don't know what game could be next in the pipeline when it comes to re-releases. Like, I mean, Generations, I don't know. Unleashed, I wish. The GOAT, I don't see them doing the GOAT. You know, they're pretty lazy when it comes to that. Knowing Sega, they'll probably just re-release some shit that no one wants. Like, I don't know, Forces Ultimate or some shit. I don't know, okay? Like, maybe a re-release comes this year. I mean, Switch 2 is coming out, so it'll be a good opportunity for some kind of remake or remaster or something like that, because they always develop for, like, Switch in mind, and if the Switch 2 is going to be more powerful, they've got a new baseline that they can hit. Of course, if the Switch 2 adds something like GameCube ROMs to it, like with their whole Switch Online system, then I guess we could get a bunch of Sonic GameCube games on the Switch 2, like Heroes, SA1, SA2 maybe. But I'm guessing Sega wants to do more of the adventure games, so maybe they would not put those on a Switch 2 like GameCube thing and just put maybe Heroes, because they're not going to re-release that anytime soon, like properly, like let's be real. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for 2024. I mean, unless they throw a wild card, but I mean, I pretty much covered everything. Potential mobile game, potential new game, potential spin-off, like multimedia. Oh yeah, maybe merch. I don't really follow the merch shit like that, let's be real. But it's looking like it's shaping up to be a pretty interesting year for our Blue Blur. Thank God we're out of the drought era, man. That was some painful shit, man. That was some painful shit. I'm guessing the news will start to flow as we get to like the March, April, May period, closer to that E3 area. I know we're still gonna call it the E3 area. E3 is like a name. It's like an iconic thing now. Like it's like when you name a street after a dead person. Like it's still E3 period. Okay, I don't care if E3 gone. We're not calling it Summer Game Fest period. That shit E3 season for life, okay? I don't care. But yeah, I expect March, April, May, we start to see a bit more shit, and then by June, it's like the explosion, right? Or whenever Switch 2 gets revealed, we'll see something to do with whatever Sonic is gonna launch with. Sonic gonna have something to launch on the Switch 2 with, right? Come on, they know they need that Nintendo money, okay? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this. What do you think is more likely to happen? What do you think is less likely to happen? What are you looking forward to the most out of the things that are confirmed to happen? And of course, a big shout out to all my channel members. If you want to become a channel member, you can click the join button next to the subscribe button. But yeah, that's all I have to say right now. So, Remy out.